Look at that.
A shift.
Were they down these for a day?
Before regulations, you're looking at around 10 hours.
10 hours in darkness?
We're going to talk about it later.
Oh, okay.
Alright. So now we're here at the rear of the shaft. We see components that was important to its operation, and one more so, to every mine that ran throughout our region. Resting on this mechanism we call the transfer table is one of 8 original coal cars that we have actually recovered from this mine. Empty, this car weighs around 1 ton, and it had around a 5-ton capacity for anything they could fill it with. Rock, coal, equipment, and even men. Because this is one of the ways they would have brought the miners into the mine. Exactly the same way you did in a modified car, just without the roof, cushion seats, or comfortable suspension. Now what this car is resting on top of we call the transfer table. How this system works is that when an empty car needs to be loaded onto the elevators, it's going to come from this side. What is going to happen is an individual at these levers here is going to use his controls to move this Go Devil down this line of rail. He picks up an empty car and he moves it onto the transfer table. And now with this, he is able to shift the car to either the left or the right to go on whichever one of those cages should be here at that moment. Once that car is locked and secured, it makes its way down. And presumably the other elevator is already on its way up here, if it isn't here already, carrying another fully loaded car. Now that's the most important thing they are doing here, is filling these cars with coal. To accomplish that, they had a number of different pieces of equipment. Some you can actually see on the wall here when we start to make our way down the tunnel. Now using all of these tools here, the drills, the bits, the iron bars, the strike bars, and the jumper steels, they were mining exclusively anthracite coal. Anthracite coal here in northeastern PA forms in what we call veins. Long stretches of material that were formed and shaped as our mountains grew and aged. Now here in northeastern PA, to go along with that, we are home to what is just about the single largest anthracite coal field on Earth. It extends for miles, going through many different communities, whole counties. As such, many of the different veins have earned unique names in order to be properly distinguished. For example, the platform we stepped off of the motor sits inside of the Orchard vein. That first Go Devil we stopped at sits inside of the Primrose. Just up ahead of us, the vein we're about to go to, is called the Holmes vein. And that's a good example of what I'm getting at, because that one vein in particular actually extends for about 60 miles, 60, beginning in around Jim Thorpe and heading south of us towards northern Dauphin County, around our state capital, Harrisburg. And even further beyond that is the Mammoth vein, aptly named as one of the largest anthracite coal veins on Earth. At one point, it reaches over 250 foot thick. Now, as we do make our way up to the Holmes vein, I want to point out that there are Go Devil pulleys in the floor on the left side of the tunnel. I don't want to see any of you get tripped up or hurt. So if you stick more towards the middle or on the right hand with me, we'll make it up to the Holmes vein in one piece.